It's definitely raining right now. Used to talk to. Oh my God. I would never do that. Yeah. We'll see y'all when we done. Right, back to the answer the question. Right, that wasn't even back to the question.
You say nothing's wrong at all, but
Alright, good morning guys. So right now we are going back home. I'm just grabbing some last minute things and then we're going to head home. It's actually Thanksgiving week, so we're going home for the weekend-ish weekend. I'm gonna wash my water bottle before I leave. Nice. Turn this light up. Alright, so we are about to head out. Like I said, I'm just gonna fill this up with the water first. I think I put too much ice in here, so I can't. Too much ice in here, because now I can't even move it around to. Okay, I finally got it on there. Jeez. Okay. Now we are about to leave. Finally, like 20 minutes of trying to figure that out. I actually have work to do over the break too, which is crazy, but teachers still insist to make you do work over break, so. Okay. Now we can leave. I think it's raining. Guys, it's definitely raining right now. Well, my umbrella's in the car, so either way I'm gonna get wet. Okay, we're just gonna make a run for it. Well, not really a run, a fast walk, because I don't have an umbrella with me, so. But when I get in the car, I will come back because I don't want my phone to get wet. So. Okay, guys, so we're in the car now. Finally, it's like raining like really bad outside, as you can see. But we're in the car. So right now it's about like 9 o'clock. Showed you it was like raining really bad. It's not really bad, but it's raining. But I'm about to go ahead and get on the road. And I will see you guys whenever I get home. So, bye. Hey guys. Hello. So I've been home. I forgot to come back, but I've been home for a couple hours now, and I got my bestie with me. We're about to run some errands, and we're going to the gym afterwards. Right now, we're going to Ulta.
Yeah, American Eagle.
Ulta, American Eagle.
Yeah.
Bath and Body Works. We're just going to a couple of places. And then after that, we're going to go to the gym. And then we're going to
film. I do have an 8-piece nugget that expires tomorrow.
I think I have some stuff on my Chick-fil-A app too, but I don't know. I got to check. But
we can go right now.
I can't. I'm about to get over.
Oh.
So I'm home.
We can go later.
But yeah, so and then we're gonna film our girl talk later. So you know. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and head to Ulta, and then we'll come back whenever we're at Ulta.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're in Ulta.
I tried to, guys, I'm trying to find a job to work because I'm a broke college student, real. And they just keep telling me we'll reach out. When are y'all reaching out? And it's really getting to me. But, onward and upward.
Yeah. We was just looking because the fancy lip glosses.
If these lip glosses go on sale, they're going to get a good 3 out of me. But only if they're on sale.
Yeah, only if they're on sale.
But, okay, on to the next place.
I don't know where the next place is. Bath and Body Works, right?
Yes.
Okay. See, guys, it's like really cloudy today. But, it's all good. Hey, guys.
Hey,
But we're at Target.
We don't really have no plans. We're kind of just here.
We're just in here because I wanted to come.
She
I just like to go in Target to look.
She do.
So, I be doing that at school.
Yeah.
I would literally get in my car, drive 15 minutes down the road just to go walk around Target.
Please, like,
But
anyways.
you know what? It's okay. It's okay. So we just gonna go in here and look around.
Yeah, see what they got. You know, just.
So, yeah,
It's getting a little chilly.
it is. We was driving. I'm a little crooked, but it's okay. We was driving, and this boy kept looking back, like he kept, like you know, like. I was just like, yeah, look back at it, like dang. I promise you, I'm still behind you, baby. I ain't going nowhere.
Right. I'm not gonna run you over either.
I promise.
That's alright.
We just walking in. These are so cute. Look at those. Oh, look at this. Blue is really I love blue. Everything blue. This is so cute.
They're so cute. We could get matching pajamas.
We should.
We really should.
We should. I'm gonna get matching
Not right now,
pajamas.
but we're gonna get some matching pajamas. Yeah.
Even when I had a boyfriend, I didn't even get matching pajamas. That's actually insane.
I have a boyfriend, but I don't know if I'm gonna see him during the holidays. We don't live in the same.
They don't live in the same state. Yeah. These y'all.
These are really cute.
These are so cute.
They don't have. I don't know if they have my size.
These are cute too. All of these are really cute. I just like all of them. This blue. I never really liked slippers like this, like the sock. I just don't like. This one got cushion in it though.
Ooh, these are
They real
nice.
cushiony.
For real.
So we came to Chick. We ran into her brother,
Yeah, we ran into my
and
brother.
now we got a whole meal now.
Yeah. Low key.
Low key.
Got the 30 piece on their ass. It's up.
All right.
Y'all, Layla don't like sauce, right? Put that stuff in the sauce. What you think?
Not bad.
It's not bad? Okay. See?
Not bad.
Pretty good. I don't know why she don't like sauce, but
Not too much.
she don't like sauce. She don't like cheese.
All right, this ain't a going on Layla show. Right now. This is not. That's not what this is.
I'm just saying, y'all. She's just,
But little by little, I'm getting there.
she's just real picky.
Yeah.
I don't know what she eat for real. Anyways, we're supposed to be at the gym. And we're in Chick-fil-A.
And we in Chick-fil-A eating down.
Eating down.
We supposed to be at the gym.
Supposed to be in the gym.
All right,
But
cuz.
it's busting. It is busting.
And we still gonna go.
I'll wear. We're still going.
Right after this.
Right after.
We're gonna go burn up our food.
I thought he was
But
bringing some more food. Okay, damn.
I should have said.
Y'all, that's actually crazy. Like, we were in Target,
Yep.
and then we're like, okay, we're gonna go to Chick-fil-A. We got some points that we can redeem.
She only got what?
I only got a
4?
3. No, I got a 3 count
strip.
chicken strip.
And I only got 8
And she got an 8
nugget.
count. But then we walked out with a whole meal
Yeah.
because her brother was there, and he was like, I was just finna bring y'all some food.
And I'm so
I'm
glad we
like,
saw them. Because they
so-
probably would have ate most of it before I got
Yeah.
there. It would all been
So
gone.
now I have some nuggets for after the gym,
Me too.
and we got our protein shakes too.
Yeah.
So
So we need to
you know, we good. And now we ready to go to the gym. Okay, so I could do my I'm about to say my TED talk.
Your girl talk.
I could do my girl talk like this. We could do it after the gym. All right, guys. So we are.
Premier Protein is one of my favorites. I also, over the summertime when I was really in my gym era, I had tried this other protein shake. It wasn't it was like plant-based protein, and it was really good actually. Like, of course, it's not gonna taste like a vanilla milkshake from Chick-fil-A. But it was really good though.
Yeah, my favorite one by Premier is the strawberries and cream. That one right there is really, really good. Like,
so we're really trying to get back in our gym era, and I'm home till January, but Trinnnn, of course, has to go back for a little bit. But I think even when she's not there, I might ask her to use her.
of course, you know you can. Of course.
Cause I'm gonna be in the gym.
I don't know how long this is gonna stay up there, y'all. So.
Yeah, probably not that long. It's probably gonna fall once we hit this right. Once we bust this right,
It's gonna slide this way.
literally. But
you know, it's okay.
ooh, that was good. And you know what, y'all? The 30 count that my brother got, them chicken nuggets were nice and juicy.
No,
you wanna see the nuggets that they put in my little 8 count?
They put crumbs.
Those
in there.
nuggets were skimp. If I was only going off of that, my stomach would have been just the same as if I hadn't ate them. Like
they were skimp.
skimp. It was one that was this small. How is that a nugget?
That's not even.
That's
That's
a crumb. You get
Everybody named Mama out tonight, okay?
right. Because it's the holidays, they gotta
Yeah.
get all their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised nobody asked me to make no corn pie or some mac and cheese yet. Yep, I told y'all as soon as we bust that right. But they're probably gonna ask me to make it
Slow down.
knowing them, they're probably gonna ask me to make it last minute, and by then the stuff gonna be out the store. So I don't know, but we gonna see. But we gonna get back to y'all when we get to the gym.
Yeah, let us drive.
Bye. So guys, we're at
here.
the gym. I'm short. I'm taller than you.
Yeah.
We're at the gym and we're about to get some work in. Today we're gonna be doing arms, a little bit of back, and some core. But we're gonna warm up with a little bit of cardio. Yeah, so let's get to it.
All right, let's go.
Y'all, we're working out and yeah. We're doing core right now. And we're tired, low key. But we can get back to y'all.
Yeah. We'll see y'all when we done.
Yeah, clearly we tired. Okay, y'all.
We're back.
Welcome to Girl
Talk.
Talk. What do you want to do in your future?
Okay. So my future, I want to be a sports medicine physician.
Okay.
So, you know, I want to have my own practice, really. I want to have my own practice, and I want to specifically, most likely, work with like pro ball, like NFL, the NBA, WNBA, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay, so I really want to be a
It's raining really hard.
really hard out there.
Yeah, it's raining really hard.
A child and adolescent psychologist. So, you know, just helping children and teenagers with their mental health and just really serving in that capacity. And this question is for you. When did you first realize you wanted to do YouTube?
So I was like 10, 11. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, don't go look at it. I do have another YouTube account, but it was like really, really old. And I was trying to like start YouTube, but it wasn't like a YouTube channel for real. Like I had, you know how I used to make Lamotas?
Yes. Oh my
I made
God,
a
y'all, it
Lamotas
is
and
pouring
put
outside.
it on YouTube. And like, yeah. But I knew that I wanted to do YouTube, and then I recently started taking it serious. Well, last year I wanted to do it, but I was just kind of like playing around. Like, you know, I made the channel, you know, I told everybody to subscribe and all of that, but I didn't post any videos. And like, I would record stuff, like I would record all the time, but I would never edit the video and I would never post it. So this year I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this serious. Like, that's why like the summer I was like, I'm really gonna take this serious. So I recorded my birthday trip and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna edit this and I'm gonna post it. And then, you know, I was just like, I'm definitely gonna be serious this time. Yeah, maybe we should turn on a little bit light.
Okay.
That looks a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here in the dark.
Okay, next question. I'm gonna answer first. School advice. Oof. Okay, I know I have this shirt on, But I actually do not go
And I
to
don't
College
go-
of Charleston.
I don't go to Harvard either, so.
Yeah.
You can't really see it, but I don't go to Harvard. So.
Yeah, I don't go to this school. I go to a different school. But
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about college first. Okay, so my advice for college is, of course, have fun. Like, there has to be a balance between work and play. But don't have too much fun. Too many people go to college and they wild out. And then, like, you just have to remember that you're a student first.
Yep.
Also, I would say don't be afraid to ask for help and reach out to professors to get help. Like, you can be in those office hours. Trust me, it's not that bad. Don't think that, oh, just because I'm getting help, I'm behind. No, like, you know, sometimes you just need extra help. And just be cautious of who you become friends with. Yeah, because not everybody has your best intentions at heart. So be cautious of
Very true.
be cautious of who you become friends with.
Very true. I agree with everything. Especially the friend thing. Like, a lot of my friends that I had last year, like first semester, I don't even talk to them. And like, you can have like a, you know, like a decent, like, you know, big friend group. I don't really do big friend groups. Like, this is like my only friend, but I don't really do like big friend groups because it's always a lot of confrontation. You know, some people, like, if somebody wants to hang out with somebody more, it's just, you know, it gets a little weird or whatever. But I just say keep your circle small. Like, I only talk to my roommates, and it's only other two people, like the other two people that I talk to. So you just gotta be mindful. Like, sometimes you can still be friends with somebody, but you just have to keep your distance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, you know, that's just something you're gonna have to learn, because I definitely learned the hard way. But, you know, I learned, so that's all that matters. But definitely the friend thing. And yes, get help. Do not be afraid to get help.
Right.
Because if you know you need it, don't sit there and wait until you're drowning, because then it's gonna be too late.
It's too late, yeah.
So if you see that you cannot do something, or even like if you feel like you just cannot do well in a class, please drop it. Because if you feel like you just physically, like, mentally can't, don't sit there and like basically waste your time. If you know you're not gonna do good, or if you feel like you're just not in the right spot or not in the right place, then don't just sit there and, like, you know, let yourself drown. So yeah. And I'm gonna say this: don't always listen to your college advisors.
Yeah.
Do not always listen to them.
Don't.
Like, yes, they can guide you, but at the same time, like, this is like you're adulting, so you have to figure out what's best for you. Like, they'll be like, oh, well, I think you should do this, but that's what they think. You have to be realistic with yourself, because at the end of the day, they're not taking the classes, you are. So keep that in mind too.
And know what your learning style is and how you study the best.
Yes, because especially when you have a professor that doesn't really teach how you want them, because they're not gonna like fix the way they teach just because you don't learn that way. So you have to figure out what's best for you, and you have to figure out what methods you can apply in class that'll help you remember whenever you get back home or to your dorm or whatever. So remember that too.
Okay. Next one, you can start building healthy.
Okay. It is hard to trust people, but at the same time, you have to have that trust. Like Layla, this has been my bestie. Like, it feel like for life. Like, we didn't know each other for forever. But when I met her, well, she said she didn't think that.
Bro, when I first met this girl, she was so mean. Like, okay, let me tell y'all. I'm gonna just tell y'all how me and Trinnnn met. This is how we meet.
Oh my God.
And Trinnnn met. I moved down to South Carolina from Maryland the summer after my freshman year of high school. And my dad knew somebody whose daughter was the captain of the cheer team. And I was like, okay, like, I want to join the cheer team. But what I didn't know was, like, okay, so up in Maryland, like, cheer tryouts are in the fall, like, of that season. But their cheer tryouts are like in the spring, so they had already had the team, already started working on the stuff. And so I kind of just showed up, and everybody was just like,
I'm like, who is this girl? Why is she watching us practice? Like,
everybody was like, who is this girl? Why is she here? And I thought she was so mean. I'm like, oh my God.
I promise I'm not. I'm
Really, really nice.
I thought she was so mean, but we actually
Really
ended
nice.
up being
Because I had
still best friends to this day.
Yeah, I had me and my one of my other friends who was already friends like on the cheer team. I was like, I think we should invite the new girl Layla on the cheer team to go to the football game with us. And she was like, okay, like yeah. So we had made a group chat, and then y'all, literally we ended up getting, I wouldn't say stranded, but at the same time we were stranded because they canceled the football game because it was raining like really, really bad. So we were like standing outside for like hours waiting for my dad to come back because he was stuck in traffic. So we were waiting for him to come back.
Outside, like there was no
Just
place for us to be inside.
Like, nowhere. So we just standing outside. We didn't have no choice but to get to know each other.
No,
Like, we were
really.
just standing out there. And then
Under one jacket, no umbrella.
no umbrella under one jacket. And that's how the friendship started. Like we just been close ever since.
Yeah.
So yeah. But that wasn't even
Right, back to the
answer the question.
right. That was even back to the question.
But building healthy female friendships, you just have to you just, like I said, you have to be mindful because I mean it's the same thing with like just regular like friendships. Like you just have to be mindful. You can keep it like your distance at first, but you just have to work, like you have to work your way into trusting people, I guess you could say. Like because you don't just come out the blue like telling somebody everything. Like you can't just but it just kind of, I feel like it's just like a natural thing. Like it just happens. Like you just like y'all just grow. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. Like it just happens.
I would say one thing for like keeping female friend or just friendships in general healthy, like while y'all are still friends, is like giving each other grace. Like I have a best friend, Trinnnn is my best friend, who like we live in the same state, but I also have my best friend who's still in Maryland, and it's like we understand that we don't always have to talk to each other every day for us to be best friends. You don't have to, like, sometimes in certain friendships people start feeling some type of way when you don't always talk to them or something like that, but you got to understand, like, people live like different lives, and that's okay. Like as long as you still are there for that friend and still like check in and you're still a genuine friend, you don't have to necessarily talk all the time, or you don't have to be like, oh well, da da da, why are you doing it? It doesn't have to be like that.
Right.
Okay. This is for you. Why are you single?
Some things just don't work out. It's just a simple answer. Some things just don't work out, and it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes you just have to be by yourself.
Yeah.
It's good to,
Yeah,
just,
it is good to be by
just
yourself.
be alone, kind of, especially whenever you were, like, I wouldn't say with somebody for so long, because it wasn't that long. It was long. It was long.
But, like, I did the same thing after I got out of my long relationship. I was like,
you just have to kind of find, I wouldn't say find yourself again, but you do. Like, you have to find yourself again, because you were somewhat, like, dependent on that person. Like, that was, like, a part of your daily routine. Like, you would talk to that person all the time. So, you just have to kind of get used to being by yourself, basically. But, yeah, I'm single because, some things just don't work out. But yeah, just things don't work out. So yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. How to get rid of procrastination and have a habit of consistency instead.
Okay, so when I was in high school, I used to procrastinate really, really bad. Like, I would get home and not do any work until about midnight, and work from like midnight to like 1 o'clock. And then I got to college and I was like, that's not gonna work. Like, I guess it's just understanding, like, when you work the best and when you're most productive, and that's different for everybody. Like, some people, like, I would have thought that I was based on how I was in high school, I would have thought that I was like a night owl. Like, I was good on like powering through the night, but I realized, like, that's not when I'm most productive. So I realized I'm most productive in the morning. So, like, and I need my sleep. You need your sleep. So I know that once it gets to a certain time, I'm not studying anymore. I'm not doing any homework. I'm chilling, because once it gets to nighttime, I'm not productive at all. So I'd say it's just finding when you're most productive, and then also not being like, don't be afraid to try out different things. Don't just think like, oh, well, this is always what I used to do. This is always how I used to study. This is always how I used to do my work. So that's how I need to do it. But no, you can like venture out and try different things. Like I found I was more productive in the morning. So I would wake up, I would do my work in the morning. Find a place, also find a good place where you're most productive, because I'm not productive in my room at all. If I go in that room, I'm going to get in the bed. I'm not going to do any work. But I know, like, if I set up in a student center or if I go in the library, I'll get some work done. So, yeah, I would really just say, just try different things until you find your groove. And also, when you're trying to stay consistent, like, let's say you're trying to study for a test, don't study for the test like the night before. Like if you know you have a big test on Friday and you notice like the following Friday, start studying like a little by little. Don't wait up until Thursday night to try and cram, because being consistent is sticking to a plan and being consistent about it. So consistency is key. You just have to start and try to keep replicating that same thing little by little until it becomes a pattern.
Yeah. Well, since she talked about school, I'm gonna just talk about like being consistent in life, period. So like me with the YouTube, like you just have to really just step out of your comfort zone. Really, that's really what it is. Like you get so stuck in like, oh well, like she said, like, oh, I used to do this way. Like you just have to get out of your comfort zone. You can't just stick to the same things, because you never know what you can do, because you always stuck doing the same thing. And like what was I about to say? It was gonna be something. I was thinking about it while we were talking too. I was thinking about it. But all right, we're back.
We're back and we're better.
I want you better.
Zaba.
Telling me later. I wanna get better. Okay, repeat the question.
How do you try not to do the same thing again you did in a past relationship?
Gotcha.
Okay, so I would say, because this is something I like kind of had to like also be like conscious of, but really just realizing that the person you were with before and the person that you were with, like, those are two different people. So you can't treat them based off of like preconceived notions you had in a prior relationship. Because okay, yeah, you're coming into this new relationship with your past experiences or maybe things that you've learned. The relationship's not gonna be same with the other person that it is with the new person. So you can't be, like, let's say your last relationship, things that they did made you feel some type of way, so now you're putting that out onto your new relationship when that person like didn't even do that. Or maybe like you were hurt in your last relationship, and because you were hurt in your last relationship, it shows up in your new relationship. But it's like you just have to realize that like just because that happened in your past relationship doesn't mean that it's gonna happen in your new one. And you can't, and doing that will end up self-sabotaging your own relationship. So you really just have to realize, okay, they're not the same person. Like I'm not gonna interact with them the same. It's not gonna be the same relationship, because you're not dating the same person twice.
Right.
You're dating somebody completely new. It's a completely new relationship. So of course you're gonna come in there with your past, the knowledge that you learned from that past relationship. But in a sense, it's a brand new playing field. So that's what I would say. Just knowing that they're different, and you can't try to fault them for things that they never did based on things that people in your past relationship have done to you, because that's not fair to them.
I agree with all of that. I just recently got out of my like first real relationship, so all I can say is like I learned a lot. I know like the things that I would work on, it's just you just have to, like she was saying, like even like, and it doesn't even have to be like a relationship of any sort, like boyfriend and girlfriend, or like whatever, but it could be like friendships as well. Like anything that
happened in like anything that happened to you in the past, like you can't put that on somebody else, because first of all, they don't know anything about it.
Right.
And maybe if they do, like if they know that, you know, you went through that, then they shouldn't want to, you know, make you go through the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if they do, then you leave them alone.
Yeah,
but
you gotta go.
yeah, but if they do know, then, you know, they shouldn't want to, like I said, make you want to go through that. But if this is a new person, like they don't have anything to do with that person that did that to you, so you shouldn't, like, you know, make them suffer because you had to, you know, you went through something. So that's what I'm definitely taking that into, you know, like my next relationship, whenever that is. I'm not gonna, you know, like let anything from the past like influence, you know, like how I treat the next person. But I will take the lessons that I've learned, and especially like how I handle situations or how I come to the person. I'm just, you know, like I'm just gonna handle situations a lot differently and come to them differently about, you know, stuff. So you just, yeah.
Is being overly caring a good or a bad thing?
I could actually, you know, this is actually a really good question. I wouldn't, it's kind of like an in-between, because you can be good to someone, but I don't want to say like you should be getting like what you're giving, but at the same time, if it becomes one-sided, then it is a bad thing. Because you don't want to like go out of your way for someone that isn't doing the same thing for you. And like you shouldn't expect something from someone, but at the same time, like, you know, if you're a giving person, you don't want to just give and never not be given stuff. Like, I don't know if I should word that right like that, but it can be a good or a bad thing. You just kind of have to know where to stop it. Like you have to have boundaries. But I would say like I am kind of an overly caring person, and it can kind of lead to like, oh, if I do this, then they'll do this to like please people, and then that's when it becomes a bad thing. So you just have to kind of know like where your limit is with that. That's all I have to say about that.
I would say really just knowing, being cautious of who you're overly caring to. Like, everybody's different, so some people might be more receptive to an overly caring person and some people might not. Like some people are like, oh, like they appreciate that and then they'll reciprocate, or some people don't necessarily, like, let's say like in a friendship or a relationship, they don't necessarily like care for that overly like caring thing. So then it's like, okay, if you're trying to be overly caring with somebody who doesn't necessarily really like, they don't need that, you know what I'm saying, then it feels like you're doing all of this, but it feels like, like, why aren't you, you're not getting the response that you're expecting. But you got to understand, like, if that's not what they, you know, they need, that's not really like the basis of what they want.
And that goes into like the different love languages and all that.
Yeah, then you just got to realize, okay, like that's not necessarily what they need, so I don't need to continue to overextend myself in this way when that's not necessarily what they need, because it's only hurting you. Next question. Okay, this is just general topic. Confidence, self-love, self-worth.
Okay, confidence. Well, I know I want to start with self-love because that's that one right there. Self-love. You should definitely love yourself before you get into a relationship. You have to know. And my dad used to tell me this all the time, like all the time. You just kind of have to know like what type of person you are. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like you just kind of have to know yourself in order to accept somebody else in, because you don't want them to manipulate or try to mold you into something that you're not, because you don't know yourself. Like you have to really love yourself and know yourself like deep inside in order before you like accept somebody else in, because you want to be able to find yourself. Like you want to, you know, hold yourself at a high standard, and that goes into confidence as well. Like confidence, you know what you're worth. Like, you know, all of that. What was the other word?
Self-love.
Self-worth, same thing. Like, all of it really ties in. All of it is basically the same thing. Like, you just have to know your worth. Confidence goes into self-love. Like, it all ties in together, I feel like.
I really the same thing, especially with the self-love part. You do have to love yourself before you can get into a relationship. You really just have to have a great relationship with yourself before you can try to build a relationship with anybody else. We have two things up. We have mental health, and then we have the last part. So mental health, I would say, I'm not the best with mental health. For me, is something that I still have to like actively work on, but it's just like knowing when you need to take a break, knowing when you need just that time to yourself, knowing when you need a reset, knowing that it's okay to talk to somebody about it, it's okay to get help, it's okay to go to therapy. Especially in our community, the Black community, people act like therapy is a cuss word. Like, that is just foreign. Like, no. But no, really, like, when you talk to somebody else about your problems, and then when you're talking to a therapist, you can really talk to them, that you can tell them anything, because it's not like they're your friend or they're like somebody you're with, so you're not like worried about are they gonna judge, because they're really only there to help you. So you really can just tell them anything, and they'll you know, help you understand your feelings, understand your emotions, and get different perspectives on things. So I just say, just knowing what you need to reset and knowing what works for you, knowing that, okay, like, if you're not all the way there mentally, like, what do you need? Do you just need a self-care day? Do you just need to go out and like to eat, go out and get something? Like, do you just need to go home? Do you need to go to church? Like, whatever works for you, whatever you need.
Yep, I agree with all of it. Literally everything she said. Because like recently, well, I would say like my mental health was off, but you know, sometimes you just need a break from things. Like, even though it was only like a week, I think, but I took like a week break, couple of days break from social media, because I realized that I was kind of wrapped up in it. Like, I would check it every day, go on it every day. Like, it was just something that like it consumed me like a lot, and I was like, you know, I don't think this is good. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna take a break. I didn't necessarily like delete the apps, but I took them off like my home screen, and it didn't really, I really wasn't tempted really to like go in. I would get the notifications, and I really wouldn't, you know, like go on, and sometimes I'd just go watch a show or like do some work, and you just kind of take my mind off everything. But you just have to know when you need a break. Like, I mean, sometimes other people will notice it too. Like, sometimes it'll show, and sometimes people in general, like, we get in denial, like, no, I'm fine, I'm good. But you have to realize when you really need a break, like when you truly need to take a step back and, you know, like self-reflect and be like, okay, I actually think, you know, I might need to wind down, talk to someone. And sometimes we do things to kind of distract ourselves from what we're feeling, or like we try to find things like, oh, you know, if I do this, then, you know, I'm not going to think about it, but then later it's going to pop back up. So sometimes you just have to kind of like talk about it, like, you know, get you a therapist, or like get you somebody that you know you can talk to that's not going to judge you, and, you know, get everything off your chest. So yes, mental health is very important, especially as like a college student, especially as a teen period, because you go through so many things, especially in high school, college, 20s, whatever, adults, like anything, like in that time range, you go through so much changes, you go through so many things, and like
Life is hard.
Life is hard.
Life
is really hard. And then the college life, I mean, of course, you know, grown-ups like tell you like life doesn't get any better. And this is just a little taste of what adulting is, and it's just like, this does not get any easier, and it feels like it's hard right now, but it's gonna get harder. Like, so you just have to know, and if you start practicing those things now, like if you know, oh well, you know, I get like stressed during this, or I know I need a break when I do this, like you get into the habit. So like whenever you're older, you can recognize those things, and it becomes like a habit, and then you won't necessarily be like drowning in like stress or depression or anything, because you realize like, okay, you know, I have this method, it works, so I know that's gonna work for me. And sometimes, you know, the method is gonna change. You know, every situation is different, so you just have to, you know, modify it, do whatever, but at least get in the habit of doing it, because you don't want to just not have a routine for anything and then your mental health is off. So definitely do that. Okay, and then this is our last topic for the girl talk. Your golden rule. What is that, like non-negotiables? Like, what is that, like something that you live by?
Yeah, I guess you could say.
Okay, I'll go first. Okay. A golden rule from... Ooh, that sounded country. Ew, I need to get back to my roots. Y'all,
Golden rule.
I am not from here, and I need to get back to my roots. But a golden rule for me is don't... I would never, and I would expect this from my friends too, I would never talk to somebody that my friends used to talk to.
Oh my God.
I would never do that.
Oh my God. That's literally like,
That's all I gotta say.
I feel like that's just girl code. Like,
That's
and honestly, it's just like, okay, like, I wouldn't say like it's, you know.
it's a law for me. It's a Layla law.
No, I'm saying like, even though, like say if you was like friends with somebody before and like y'all kind of fell out, would you still feel some type of way if they went and talked to someone that you talked to?
What do you mean by fell off? Like just distance, or like,
like
it was
just distance.
or it was like something bad?
No,
And
like
it was
just
a falling
distance.
out.
Like y'all just kind of, you know, like drifted off. You know, it wasn't like no bad blood or nothing. You just kind of like fell off.
Did we date for a long time?
You and the person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would feel some type of way.
Thank you.
I would feel some type of way.
Thank you. I feel like that's just girl code. Like regardless,
you just don't do that.
I just feel like
You
it's girl
just
code.
don't do that.
That's
You
it's just girl. Like you just don't do
You
that.
just don't do that.
No, you just don't do
You
it.
Don't do it. But other than that, I don't think I have. I don't know. What's another golden rule?
My golden rule.
What's your golden rule?
My golden rule
What's your golden rule?
is when somebody shows you who they are once, don't believe them the first time.
Yeah.
Okay, please believe them the first time.
Yeah.
And you know, like sometimes you just give people the benefit of the doubt. Like you're just like, okay, you know, like you don't know them, you know. Well, baby, you don't know them either. Like you don't know them either. And like I said, when someone shows you the first time, not the second, not the third, not the fourth, the very first time they show you who you are, who they are, believe them.
That's really my only golden rule, but I would also say this isn't really a golden rule, but I would say go with your intuition, because most of the time it's right.
That one right there.
Most of the time it's right.
That one right there.
Most of the time
if
it's
you
right.
got that feeling in your stomach,
a woman's intuition is like, I don't know what it is.
It's just scary. It's scary. I'm telling you, it's scary. Cause you would be sitting there thinking like, am I crazy? Like, am I crazy?
Not
but
crazy.
you're probably not. And it's crazy because most of the time you will be right. You will be right.
Wow. That's all we got.
That's all we got. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If y'all have any more questions, we'll be happy to answer them.
We'll do another girl talk.
We will do another girl talk because honestly, this was fun.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, it was good to talk.
Yeah.
Got to know a little bit about us, a little bit about me.
A little bit about me.
Yeah. And
did I even introduce myself?
I don't know. Y'all, this is Layla.
I'm Layla. I'm Layla. I don't even know if I introduced myself, but I'm Layla.
I don't think I did. Well,
I'm
I
Layla.
said
yeah.
no. I don't think so.
Oh well, I'm Layla, y'all. So.
Yeah, this is Layla.
Oh, I did say Layla's law.
Layla's law.
That's one of my laws.
Yeah, I honestly, I'm gonna live by that for like the rest of my life because it's just like, no, I'm just not gonna be putting up with stuff. Like, and especially if you don't have to. Why would Why would I do that? Why would I do that to myself?
Don't.
And that goes into back to self-worth.
Yeah.
self-love, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Because if you know what you bring to the table,
Right.
if you bring the table to
You
the
bringing
table,
the table to the table,
then why are you worried?
why are you accepting anything less?
Why? Why?
But that's all, folks.
That's it. That's all. We just gonna leave it at that.